Hello, everybody. How are you today? This is um, session number 4, that online session number 4. And also, we are going to finish these two lessons, the last two lessons in skills in this session. The first one is about how to support an argument. Okay, it's in the reading, in the skills booklet 8, in the reading informational text, how you can support your argument. I think every day we have arguments, and also you have to convince the others about your claim. For example, if any one of you wants to play football, and the others wanted to play basketball, for example, how can you convince the others by the benefits of playing football instead of basketball? Another example, for example, if you want to go to the restaurant, and the others wanted to have a takeaway meal, for example, you can convince. How can you convince them that going to the restaurant will be more effective and will be more useful for you than bringing a meal by takeaway or by delivery? Another example, if you want to go to the cinema and the other wanted to go to the club, how can you convince your friends that going to the cinema is more useful and more interesting than going to the club? This is argument. And also, we are using argument in your writing. Okay, how can you convince the reader about your claim? That is your argument. Here is, for example, supporting argument and argument. The more you improve your skills in developing an argument, the better it will be. You will be at thinking critically, reasoning, making choices, and weighing evidence. When you hear the word argument, you probably think two people loudly fighting over something. Actually, we all use argumentation every day. Let's say you want to go to a movie, but you don't think your friends will go with you. You would want to think up a good argument to convince them to go. Arguments come in all shapes and sizes, but they usually have these things in common. So what are the three things that are common in any argument? First of all, you must state your position or opinion clearly. Okay, so if you have an argument about going to the club or going to the cinema, you have to state that I prefer going to the cinema. That's your claim. After that, they back up the position with evidence of some sort. After that, you support your claim by supporting details or supporting evidence. I want to go to the cinema because there is an interesting movie that's going to be there. Number 3, they show the benefits of that particular position. For example, you can support also your claim that I want to go to the cinema because there is an interesting movie that's going to be there, and also we will not waste our time. It is only 3 hours to go there and to finish the movie, and also we will not waste much time. After going to the cinema, we can do a lot of things. On the other hand, if you go to the club, we will waste much time, and also after the club, we will be so tired to go and to do anything else. Okay, that's how you support your claim about going to the cinema instead of the club. On the other hand, if another person wants to go to the club, for example, we want to go to the club because there is a very interesting match that's going to be there. Okay, we are going to see some famous players, football players, are going to play there in this match. And also, I already bought the tickets there, and we cannot waste much more than 2 hours. And also, after watching the match, we can play games, and also we can do sport there. Okay, so we have 2 different claims. Which one was convincing? So, to make arguments stronger, sometimes a counter argument or a rebuttal is also used. For example, you might anticipate their reaction by saying, you probably think the movie will be boring, but it won't. I saw the previews and it looks better than the original. Okay, so you can state the other's argument and you can make counter argument. Okay, so here, for example, if you want to convince your friends about the benefits of going to the cinema, you can tell them, yes, you probably think the movie will be boring, but it won't. I saw the previews and it looks better than the original. Okay, that's called counter argument. You say the claim and the claim or the claim that opposite to your claim, and you convince the others by your opinion. So in argument, you are like a lawyer. An essay needs to present a good argument. Argument in writing usually consists of main idea, often called a claim. So in writing, you must state clearly your claim or thesis statement, backed up with evidence that supports the idea. When writing an argument or opinion paper, remember these things. Okay? So the first thing to remember before going in an argument or before writing an argumentative essay, first state your opinion about something. At the very beginning of your essay, to state clearly your opinion. For example, students should be able to choose their class schedule. That's your own opinion. In the coming paragraphs, you back up your opinion with a logical list of reasons or evidence. Again, you support your claim, okay, by using supporting details. It must be logical, and also there are reasons for this evidence. You can use personal experience, other people experience, facts and statistics, or combination of these. So in supporting your claim, you can use examples, you can use facts, you can use statistics, you can use personal experience, you can use other people experience, or combination of all of them. Okay, so for example, I learn best in the morning, so I would prefer having the most difficult subjects. I like math earlier in the day. By lunchtime, I'm struggling to stay focused. In contrast, my friend Brandon is still pretty tired when he arrives to his English class in the morning, but he is alert in his afternoon classes. So now you are sharing your own experience and other people's experience. Okay, so you are stating you are supporting your claim. And finally, show how the benefits of your position. For example, on the same examples that we have started about students should select and should choose their schedule. For example, students would be better prepared for their day knowing that their schedules are personally designed to them. This is the benefits for why students should choose their schedules. There would be less sleeping, there would be less sleeping in class. For example, I would have no problem paying attention in more hands-on afternoon classes, such as art. Also, students like Brandon would be able to take gym class in the morning to boost their energy for the rest of the day. Okay, so you have 3 steps to state your argument. First one is to state clearly your argument. After that is to use supporting details and back up your opinion with facts, with statistics, with logical list of reasons and evidence. And after that, or finally, to show the benefits of your position. Any question before starting exercise? Any questions? Hey guys, any questions? Or facts? Great. Okay, so we can start to practice now. Just a minute, because my session has been expired. Let's start now. Please pay attention. Okay, so we have a question. I think it's clear now. In which three ways does the author of joint address to Congress support his argument? Okay, we have long session, we have long text. It's about President Woodrow Wilson called a special session of Congress on April 2nd, 1917, calling for declaration of war against Germany. Okay, okay, we can. Okay, so don't worry about that because we are using the trial version of Zoom application. So after having all the full version of this application, we have an unlimited session. Okay, so let's start now. In which three ways does the author joint address to Congress? He wants now to declare war against Germany. United States wanted to declare war against Germany. So what are, Mr. Please, could you skip this question because it has long text? Maybe, okay. So let's have some reasonable choices. Here the author claims that the author acknowledged the cost of war. Me, yeah. The author claims that there are several ways of defeating Germany, distinguish between German people and German government. The author lists the benefits of fighting a war. The author connects cause to universal values, maybe. One and step one. Okay, that's why, because I already read all of this letter before. Okay, another question. Why pointing on how long it can take for cigarette butts to decompose, the author is smoking are usually centered around its effects on health of smokes and non-smokes. Alike, entire ad campaigns have been developed around the idea of educating smokers, okay, tobacco. Cities have gone so far to ban smoking inside buildings, restaurants, and bars. It is easy to guess that smoking might pollute the air, and cigarettes also count for an estimated 7 billion. Okay, so now, by pointing on how long can it take for cigarette butts to decompose, the author is. Okay, let's read these options. Which one can make sense? Okay, Abdurrahman Adwi said B. Other answers? Convincing readers that smoking a cigarette should be allowed inside buildings, showing that cigarette butts are not as harmless as some people may think. Okay, Tifa said B. Siham said C or D. Myrna said B. Tifa C. Okay, last answer. Let's try. Okay, we have 3B and we have 3C and 1D. 3B, 3C, and 1D. Okay, let's decide. Persuading people to cigarette what should be developed. Okay, let's sort this one. We have another answer. Only 2B. Okay, let's try C. Yeah, it's B. Okay, so another question, and we'll finish this session and start a new session because we don't have much time. Okay, so now, what is the main point of paragraph number 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, this paragraph. According to BATS, 4.3 trillion cigarette butts are discarded every year. Millions of cigarettes butts when littering the ground, many of them end up lakes and rivers, sometimes marine animals ingest butts are poisoned. This may contaminate the water supply. Some people probably think having pots in the ground to decompose can't hurt anything. But did you know it can take 25 years for them to completely disintegrate? So what is the answer? The growing of tobacco, okay, cigarettes are reasonable. Cigarettes butts are reasonable for a lot of litter. Okay, smoking, the biggest impact, okay, your answers. You have 1C. Okay, for Abdul Latif, he asked a question. If you want to study this lesson, you can refer back to Study Island. Just to do as I did. Okay, I can show you now how to get all of these lessons. Okay, this is try now, answer number C. Okay, so one more question. If it is wrong, yeah, it's all the same passage, so we will not take much time. Here, which of these sentences from the passage supported the author viewpoint? I think now we get the main idea of this passage. Which one? E? Other answers? Other answers? E? Let's see, where are the others? Where is Mariam? Marina? Okay, is it try C to finish? It's incorrect. It's B. Okay, your answer was correct, Abdurrahman. Okay, so now, so I will stop sharing now. Okay, I stopped sharing the screen now. I will end the meeting because we don't have much time, because it's a limited time for this session. I will send you the link for another sessions, and also we can finish the other lesson of transitions. Okay, just wait and follow the group, please. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time and thank you for your interaction. Coming back after 5 minutes. 5 minutes break, and we'll come back to another lesson. Thank you.